So venture capital, what is it? It is an investment model where a company, an institutional investor like ourselves, invests in the company and in exchange for shareholding. There's no collateral. It's not like debt that you'd get from a bank where you'd be lent money to. I mean, you'd receive money in the form of debt where you have to repay it and you've got some collateral and so on. But in our case, it's where our funds go into the business and we're shareholders. We share the risk with the company. We grow the business together, and our benefits come from really the capital gains, the capital appreciation, because the value of the business has to increase. And secondly, we would essentially make our returns also on dividends, which is very different from any other form of investment. COVID-19 as a pandemic has ravaged the world economy. So it's not just the US and other places, Africa too. And of course, when you think of how has it affected the economy and how has it affected us as a business, I think everyone has been impacted. Everyone has suffered a level of revenue reduction because of it. Obviously, there's been a reduction in buying power because there's been job losses. So of course, there were some mandated restrictions which were necessary to sort of manage the spread of the pandemic. So that also meant that there were less transactions happening. And where there's less transactions, the economy is slower, it means that lower revenues. So some businesses that were within the consumer space had a bit of an impact. Also, if you think of the global supply chain, I mean, Zambia sits within that space. I mean, we are procuring a lot of inputs for production, whether it be from China, whether it be from South Africa. If the South African economy is on lockdown and they're not producing anything because they're shut down, it means that we're not getting our inputs, which means we can't produce what we need to produce and the consumer won't be able to buy. So essentially means that there's a huge impact there from an economic standpoint, also from our own top line, our revenues.